there's a weird bit of irony for this story if you're watching this on TikTok, because it may not be here 30 days from now. The Supreme Court's going to get a chance to rule on the TikTok ban as it's a possible political violation of the First Amendment of TikTok. This is going to happen on January the 10th. So 9 days before it's supposed to go away, Supreme Court will actually bring it up and talk about it. They're going to regard what's called Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act. Pretty much what it is. PAFACA, doesn't all that phonetic French sounding, but PAFASCA is a law that mandates that the TikTok parent company, being ByteDance, which is owned by a Chinese subsidiary, it's owned by the Chinese, must sell the app, must divest itself from the app by the 19th of January, or face the nationwide ban. In fact, the government is telling Google and telling Apple, get ready to stop distributing TikTok because it's going to happen. It looks like it's going to happen. TikTok and ByteDance are arguing that the forced sale or ban infringes on its First Amendment rights as a person or a company working in the United States, contending that the government has not provided sufficient evidence of security threat to justify such measures. Security threat is owned by the Chinese, and many people believe that the Chinese may just say, hey, TikTok, give us all your data. And TikTok will say, okay, we must because we were owned by the Chinese. Americans who work for the company here say that's not going to happen. Chinese people who own the company say it's not going to happen. But because we don't actually know that's not going to happen, China is, I guess, a frenemy as best we can call them. It's got to be put out there. The U.S. Appeals Court of the District of Columbia actually upheld that the District of Columbia Circuit actually upheld the law, saying that the challenge was invalid. TikTok must be sold by the 19th. So now the Supreme Court will get a chance to rule on this one come, 20 or so days from now, which means 10 days from that, we will know the fate of TikTok and ByteDance. If they don't diverse themselves, they go away. And you watching this on TikTok and using me as a main source of news, which is kind of scary, we'll have less news from me and less other stuff from me. But it's not about me and whether they think I'm a good guy or a bad guy. It's the guys, it's the folks, it's the total lack of just a continuity and the whole lot of misinformation that gets out there from people who are out there. Yes, TikTok has helped people earn money and have businesses and spread the love and joy and sell people crap from China because that's what they do. But at the same time, we could use a little less social media, or we can use a TikTok that is totally American born and see how that grows out and see if it actually makes traction. New social media platforms and video sharing platforms actually arise every couple months. They just don't get off the ground, or they get acquired on purpose because somebody wants that technology and someone just wants to get a job. That's how these things actually work. TikTok, as a user myself, I use it because I'm on the platform, so I don't want to be a hypocrite. But what I'm getting from my feeds seem to be fairly consistent, and I don't understand how other people are getting all these other crazy things we hear about, mostly because my use of TikTok is very limited because, personality just means I don't need that much. I use it to distribute news. I use it to see what's going on with friends. I use it to see what's going on in the realm of TikTok, so I understand the platform more. But it's not a main source of entertainment. I'm an old guy and I want to watch cable TV news because that's me, and kids to get off my lawn with their Pokemon Go stuff. TikTok may not be here much longer if the powers that be keep being. Your power may vary.